love and all the support from Russian-born Americans. Well, love to you too. Thank you so very much for this deeply generous super chat. Appreciate it.
I'll be back. I'm gonna be out in Russia, man. I want to go to Russia.
I want to visit too. I really want to. I want to visit. You know what? People may call me crazy. I don't care. I want to visit DPRK, man. I want to see it for myself.
Yeah, they just built that new city. Did you see that city they just built?
No.
Yeah, they just built a new city. Basically public housing, dude. This shit look fucking beautiful.
Oh, I got send me the link.
I know Didi got that motherfucker. Where Didi at?
Yeah, I want to see that.
I know Didi sent it to him, but yeah, they just built a new city like last month. Yep. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Kim don't play. He don't play.
선물 받은 승용차의 성능을 높이 평가하시며 훌륭한 차를 선물로 받은 데 대하여 다시금 대통령 동지.
He loves his people. Right. And Kim is a real leader, though. Like Kim, whenever it's time to plant something or do something big, he's out there. Like he go out there in the fields and shit like that. That's what they don't tell you about Kim. You know, Kim is a real leader. His people love him, and it's a real like people. Oh, it's a dictatorship. They don't have any choice, bro. The people always has a choice. I don't give a fuck how powerful you think you are. You are not as powerful as the people. They will get you. They will get you. And as we seen, it can just be a regular Joe Schmo. Trump just almost got smoked by a fucking 20-year-old white boy. If they wanted Kim gone, he would have been gone. He's doing his fucking job. You guys are projecting because your leaders don't even fucking say nothing to you. Don't even go in your neighborhood. Biden said he can't talk to black people because he can't walk through projects.
This is the state of affairs in the United States of America in 2024. Here we have Blue MAGA, the quote-unquote real leftists, praising Kim Jong-un, mocking the idea that this dictator is a dictator. Putting out very anti-American rhetoric, suggesting that these authoritarian leaders are certainly better than what we have in this country. He wants to visit the DPRK. You know, the interesting thing is, I've seen this kind of stuff for a long time, but it's been very subtle. They've sort of been, you know, playing games. I'll never forget one of the first times that I saw this kind of thing, where I believe Rome was talking about maybe Putin or something like that, and he would say something like, you know, and Putin's supposed to be the bad guy. So he didn't actually praise Putin, but it was a kind of a sneaky way of praising him without actually praising him, because basically calling into question the idea that he's supposedly the bad guy, which suggests that he's pondering whether he really is the bad guy or not. And now he just found out that Joe Biden's dropping out of the race, and he goes full mask off, directly complimenting authoritarians. Now, we've seen this coming from MAGA, right? This is Blue MAGA. I call them Blue MAGA because they act just like MAGA. You know, a lot of the things that, you know, the MAGA folks are pushing out, they'll push out, right? Just from a little bit of a different perspective, but there's a lot of commonality between the two groups. And then you have the Republicans having their CPAC event in Hungary. This weird connection with Hungary and Tucker Carlson, who these real leftists would tell you is a real journalist, right? He goes out there and does that weird interview, with Putin, you know, talking about how amazing the supermarkets are and the shopping carts or whatever. This is where we're at in this country. We have two delusional, somewhat psychotic groups of people on the left and the right behaving not unlike each other, you know, very, very similar ways, but definitely disconnected from reality. And they're online propagating their propaganda while at the same time pointing out legitimately propaganda that we see in mainstream media. And this is classic American politics, you know. People will recognize how much they get misled by mainstream media, you know, how biased it is. And then they'll go and produce even more deceptive, biased media. And then you have people who are watching mainstream media that will flock to these channels, who are doing 10 times worse what mainstream media is doing in terms of deception, dishonesty. And then, of course, these are some of the loudest voices, more so MAGA than these guys. The left wing in this country is an absolute joke. They don't really have a lot of power. They don't have any leaders. They are unserious. It's just the online influencers and grifters trying to get clicks on YouTube and social media. I don't know, man. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. The blind leading the blind. In this country, it's not a matter of whether you're watching propaganda or not. It's a matter of which propaganda you're watching, right? Everyone claims to be against propaganda and they recognize propaganda elsewhere, but they don't recognize the propaganda that they're actually listening to. And I see a lot of easy targets for our adversaries to manipulate. People like these real leftists who may not be as delusional as you might think, right? If I were Russia, if I were some of these other countries, I would definitely be behind the scenes putting some money in their pockets. I don't know if that's happening, but I know that's what I would do. Sowing division in the United States of America. It's good for me as a leader of a foreign country.